Hey y'all, it's Stacy. Welcome back to the kitchen. You know, nothing works as hard as a slow cooker does in the kitchen because you have this opportunity to throw everything in the crock pot in the morning and come home to the smell of supper that's ready. And this slow cooker beef stroganoff is one of my family's favorite meals, and it's super easy. Let me show you what we've got. I've got about a 4 to 6 quart slow cooker here that I'm just gonna spray with a little non-stick cooking spray just to help with that cleanup process. To this, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of cool water. I've got a packet of au jus mix and a packet of brown gravy mix that I'm going to add here. Now, you could certainly use beef broth here, but I find that the seasonings and spices that are in these packet mixes give us plenty of flavor without having to use beef broth, so I just use water, but you could certainly use beef broth here if you wanted to. I'm gonna whisk this together. And it's important to use the cool water because that is what helps combine this. A lot of these have cornstarch in them, and so cornstarch is going to mix into cool water a lot more easily than it would warm water. I've got 2 pounds of stew meat. This is just cubed stew meat. It's affordable. Sometimes it can be a little inconsistent or a little tough. That's why the slow cooker is the perfect vessel for using stew meat like this, because this low, slow method is going to give it plenty of time to get super fall apart tender. I'm just adding that here into the gravy that we've created and just mixing it around to coat it and kind of pressing it down. We want to try to get as much of it under that liquid as we can. I'm gonna put the lid on. This is gonna cook on high for about 5 to 6 hours or on low for about 8 hours. I've got one down here already done. It's nice and thick. That's the one thing I love about this recipe. Sometimes with crock pot recipes or slow cooker recipes, you end up with a watery gravy. That's not gonna happen with this recipe. All right, I've got 1/2 cup of sour cream that we're gonna add to our gravy here to give us that stroganoff flavor. The thing with adding dairy to a hot gravy like this is that it oftentimes will curdle or clump up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna temper this sour cream. This is a full fat sour cream. Like I said, about 1/2 cup. I'm taking some of that hot gravy, putting it here in the bowl with this, and I'm just gonna whisk this together to kind of warm it up a little bit so that we don't have that same shock issue as we add that cold sour cream to the hot gravy. This is gonna go right into our bowl here. I've also got about an 8-ounce package of egg noodles cooked according to the package instructions. And then once you allow this to sit for 10-15 minutes, it's gonna thicken up beautifully. You can serve this right on top of those egg noodles, or do what I like to do and actually add these egg noodles right into the gravy here. Stir it all together and supper is ready. Folks, you can find this full, super easy recipe on the website. Just head over to southernbite.com and click the Simply Southern TV tab right at the top. Y'all enjoy.
Mary, before Leanne and I got married, I practically lived off the boxed beef stroganoff because it's just so quick and easy.
Now, because this one comes together in a slow cooker, it's not quite as quick, but I think it's even easier than the box stuff. You throw the ingredients in the slow cooker before you go to work, and supper's ready when you get home.
And the house smells delicious. Stacy has some additional tips and answers to frequently asked questions on his website. Just visit southernbite.com to read those.
And a hearty thank you to the Alabama Cattlemen's Association for sponsoring Stacy's slow cooker beef stroganoff recipe.
Well, it's been fun, but our work here is done. I hope all of you will join us again next time to visit the Pro Baseball Hall of Fame that's located right here in Alabama.
And we're headed to the Tennessee Valley to visit a city with a revitalized downtown. That's all thanks to the Main Street Alabama program. I'm Mary Wilson.
And I'm Kevin Worthington. We'll see you right back here next week.
Simply Southern is produced by the Alabama Farmers Federation and made possible with the support of Alabama Farmers Cooperative and these sponsors.